What is incidental civilian harm under IHL's proportionality principle? Imagine you're watching a movie where a hero tries to stop a villain in a crowded city. The hero aims to save many but risks hurting innocent bystanders. This scene mirrors real-life conflicts where military actions can unintentionally harm civilians. So, what exactly does international humanitarian law say about this kind of harm? Let's find out. Incidental civilian harm happens when civilians or their property get hurt during an attack on a legitimate military target. This harm is not intentional but is a side effect of trying to achieve a military goal. For example, if a military convoy is attacked in a city, nearby homes or shops might get damaged, even if they are not the target. The law recognizes that war is unpredictable, but it also sets rules to limit harm to civilians. The core idea here is the proportionality principle. It means that any harm to civilians must be balanced against the military advantage gained. If the civilian damage is too high compared to what the military operation hopes to achieve, then the attack is considered disproportionate and unlawful. For instance, if a strike on a military installation causes the death of many civilians, it might be too much compared to the military benefit. Before attacking, commanders must carefully think about what could happen to civilians. They need to assess whether the expected harm is acceptable. This involves asking questions like, will this attack cause too many civilian casualties? Will it destroy homes or vital infrastructure? If the civilian harm looks excessive, the attack should be reconsidered or modified. All feasible precautions must be taken to reduce civilian harm. This could mean choosing different weapons, timing attacks when fewer civilians are around, or warning civilians before strikes. These steps show respect for the principle of protecting civilians during conflict. Incidental harm includes things like civilian injuries, deaths, or damage to homes and businesses. Even if civilians are hurt unintentionally, the attack can still be lawful if it follows the rules of proportionality and precautions. The law also emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between military targets and civilians. Attacking civilians intentionally is always forbidden. In complex areas like cities with many civilians and mixed-use buildings, it can be hard to tell what harm is incidental and what is unlawful targeting. Courts look at the intent, methods used, and whether precautions were taken to decide if the attack was lawful. In summary, incidental civilian harm under the proportionality principle is about balancing the military need with the protection of civilians. While some harm might be unavoidable, it must not be excessive, and all efforts should be made to minimize it. This approach helps keep the rules of war fair and respectful of human life, even in difficult situations.